Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Winning Women's Network. We are so excited, and we have such an awesome panel tonight, and I cannot wait to get started hearing all these awesome, beautiful ladies' testimonies. And so we ask that if you are watching, to please invite, get on Facebook, and send out, make your post now and invite people. We are so excited. Tonight, I am going to be hosting with the lovely Rachel. Rachel, are you here? Can you say hello?
Hello, everyone. Sonia, that's it's probably the other screen. You probably need to click the other one off.
Tonight, and I cannot wait to get started hearing all these awesome.
Sonia, can you find it?
I did. I took it off.
Okay, that's not me then, is it? Let me check and make sure it's not me. Okay, it went from you to me. Okay. Awesome. Hello, everyone. So glad that you were able to make it to the Winning Women's Network. We are excited about hanging out with you tonight and hearing from these awesome ladies that we have on the panel. And just looking forward to hearing their stories and hearing how Winning Women's Network, this company, has changed their lives. And not only how it has changed their lives, how it can change yours. Back to you, Sonia.
All right. Well, first we have the lovely Shauna, which I got to meet in Vegas. She has such an awesome spirit. And so we're not going to delay it any longer. I'm going to turn it over to Shauna. So Shauna, tell us your testimony. Tell us, how did you get on with DS Domination and this awesome team, the Unit of Prosperity?
Hi everybody. Thank you so much, Sonia. It was so awesome meeting you in Vegas. We really had a good time out there. Definitely gotta give a shout out to Miss Keisha Bass for creating the Winning Women Network, which is also a part of the Unit of Prosperity within the DS Domination team. So definitely want to give a shout out to Reginald, Roger, Hitesh, Kevin, and all of those major players there. Let's see about me and how I got started. I guess I can give you guys a backstory. Basically, back in 2010, well, I can start with 2009. I was actually still working in corporate America back then. I actually worked for a major bank that I'm sure everybody is familiar with. And I had been there for a few years. I'd actually gotten a promotion within the company. And less than 6 months after receiving a promotion within that particular company, I was given the boot, basically. And the reason that I was given the boot within that company was because some of you probably are familiar with, if you've worked in a call center or anything like that, you have a system of what they call occurrences. So basically, I was given 7 days throughout the entire year that I could either be late or be absent. Now, I'm a single mom. I have 2 kids that I raise on my own. And at that time, I was pregnant. So things happen. But basically, I only, like I said, I only had 7 days to either be late and or absent throughout the entire year. So because I was pregnant and I had some other things going on that year, I ended up using up all of that time, whether it was because I ended up being late or because I ended up being absent for whatever reason. I remember the occurrence that happened that actually made me be absent was my car broke down. Like, there's nothing you can do about your car breaking down. So, I came into work after I had gotten everything fixed, and they pulled me, my supervisor came out, she pulled me into the office with all of the other big shots in the company, And I was like, uh-oh, I already know what time it is. So, they basically gave me my pink slip and was like, see you later. And I was like, okay. So, of course, I didn't know what I was going to do then. I had no idea, where to go from there. I mean, like I said, I'm a single mom. Of course, bills needed to get paid. I was totally lost. So, but I knew that I did not ever want to be put in a situation where someone else could dictate whether or not I was still able to work and gain income or not. So that was the last time for me. I said, never again. I was not going to be working for anybody else. So that day back in 2010, I believe it was November of 2010, since then I've never worked for anybody else but myself. And I've always, of course, employed my own self. So basically, back in 2010, I actually started my own company. And even though things have been going good with that, they weren't still where I needed it to be. But at the same time, I didn't have time freedom. I still I had to be where I was. I had to perform the tasks that needed to be performed. So I was still missing out on key parts of my children's lives. Um, and that was a major, major thing that I wanted to change. I did not want to have to miss out on anything that my kids were doing. And even though I was at home with them, I was not fully present with them because I had to work my business. So, and I apologize if you hear them in the background right now. Hopefully you don't, but I can hear them, so I'm guessing maybe you guys may be able to too. So I apologize in advance if you can. But basically, what I did was I searched and searched for something such as this platform to be able to help me leverage my time a little bit better, to give me the income that I needed, but also gave me my time back. And so I've tried several other, let's say, network marketing companies in the past that were just total flops. I ended up spending way more money than what I actually got out of these companies. To be honest with you, I have never made any money in any of those other companies, no matter how much time I had put into them. So when I came across DS Domination in November of last year, 2013, it totally changed the game for me. I was excited when I found out about it. After watching the informational video, it made sense. But of course, I'm like, all right, let's see if this is going to work for me this time. So I followed the steps in the training, and 48 hours after I followed those steps and did exactly what it said do, I heard my first cha-ching. And I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I actually sold something. So that just gave me the excitement and the motivation that I needed to push forward. And ever since then, I have just been rocking it out on eBay. I really, really, really started going hard this year, like in March, between March and April of this year. I just was like, you know what, I'm not playing around with this thing anymore. I started really just doing exactly what the training said. I upgraded, I did what I needed to do so that I could really maximize my potential with this business, because I already saw exactly what it was capable of doing. And like I said, I had never, ever made any money with any other company before. So to actually begin making profit within 48 hours of watching the trainings and following the steps was phenomenal to me.
So
Last month, well, not last month. Yes.
I want to ask you something real quick
Did
because
someone call me?
Yes, I did. Can you hear me? I want to ask you. You said one
Yes.
thing that really caught my attention while you were speaking and giving us your testimony. You said that you're a single mom. You also said that there was a key part of your children's life that you were missing out on, that you did not want to miss out on there. And I know we have probably hundreds of single moms listening to this hangout. And I want you to give us real quick give us one key point that was so important to you, of spending time with your children besides going to work for somebody else. Can you share like one key point that was so important to you? Because that really caught me when you said that there were some key parts of your children's life that you were missing out on.
Absolutely. Well, the biggest thing for me was being able to give them my time and attention. I could not give them the attention that they wanted or needed because I had to focus on, working on other things. I had to work on the business that I did have. I had to make sure that I maintained it. So it took a lot of my time and a lot of my energy. I was the only one doing everything, so I had to be sure that do all the work that my clients needed. And so I was not able to give my children the attention that they needed. And so, of course, they began acting out and doing things that kids do in order to get attention from you that they maybe wouldn't normally do. And so, that was the biggest thing for me, was being able to give them my time. And that's what DS Domination has actually allowed me to do, because once you implement the system with DS Domination, it's done. You don't have to sit there necessarily for hours a day. You don't even have to do it every day in order for it to still work for you. And so, when I was introduced to this, it really changed things for me, and I was able to give my kids more time, take them out more places, and do more things with them as a family, so that they no longer felt like I was neglecting them.
That is so fabulous. And I just want to thank you again for coming on and sharing your testimony. So we are going to move on to our next person, which is Lakeisha. I absolutely love her smile. She has such great energy. So Lakeisha, go ahead and take it away.
All right. Awesome. I'm so excited actually to be here with you ladies tonight, and I'm glad that my mic is working. I just wanted to, be able to get on tonight and just share with, others that maybe even that might be considering this opportunity. I got started with the company back in October, and when it was shared with me by Keisha Bass, who was my sponsor, and the first time she shared it, I thought she had, pretty much like lost her mind, because I had done network marketing before. I didn't want to I didn't want to, deal with anything that looked like it and stuff, because in the past, had joined previous companies, had some success, or even was able to bring in a team, but your team not experience any success. So it was just, one of those feelings where you kind of like just gave up, hope on it. And, she shared with me how you can, make money with it without having to recruit. So that's what, piqued my interest, because like I said, I'd given up on the industry. I was just going to focus on my coaching business, because the last company I was in, I think I felt like I worked my butt off for a year, made like only like $200. So, after all the monthly expenses and stuff. So, so I got started, followed the instructions that were laid out in the training. And within that first 48 hours, I made my first sale. So I was like super excited about that. And then, those first 2 weeks, I made 8 sales, in those first 2 weeks. And that was without having to recruit or share this business with anyone at all. So that was exciting for me, that, I actually found something that people say you can copy and paste and make money, and it was the absolute truth, because I've seen stuff out there online before that says that, and it does not, that's not what it is. So I was happy that, it was working. And, the first 2 months or so, I was able to make about $600 profit. And I have to say, your income may vary, so I do definitely have to give my income disclaimer. It's based on the effort, whatever you're going to put in there, your training, you got to do the work and stuff. So, the first, 2 months, because it was also around the holidays, I thought it was kind of like, oh, well, maybe it was a coincidence, because, people are shopping. It's, we're getting close to Christmas and, things of that sort. And so I kind of like, I stayed behind the scenes, not at that time sharing the opportunity with anyone, but just still just, getting a few eBay sales here and there, and was just very excited about, hearing, the eBay ad where it goes cha-ching that you've made a sale. So that was exciting. And it was around January, just end of December, January, when I decided to share this opportunity, because I had my wake-up call when Keisha, I think she posted something like she had just made like $10,000, and I was just like, whoa, okay, so something inside me just, woke up, and I knew she wasn't going to be promoting anything that was not, that was not of value, or something that was, dishonest, where, the average person could not succeed in this. So I decided, to put what I was doing, my coaching business at that time, I decided to put it on hold and just really just focus on DS domination. And it has just been amazing. My first 90 days within that company with doing the affiliate side, I was able to make, close to like $3,500. And a lot of that is due to the fact that, hey, my team got in and the system actually worked. It actually does what it says that it's doing. People are making money. I'm excited. My team's making money. And, I joined because there were several goals and dreams that I wanted to be able to do. And because of this company, I'm now in a position where I'm able to do that. I was able to put a deposit down on a cruise that we're going to in December. So I'm super excited about that. I'm able to take me, my husband, our 4 kids, and, another relative, 7 of us, where I'm able to, pay for that expense. I was able to go and, fly back to Vegas for my sister's graduation at the beginning of June and send my kids down there for the summer and not, have to worry about where the money was going to come from, not have to, worry. So I'm super excited about this, especially if you're busy and, I'm a mom of 4 kids, 2 of them are older, but if you're looking for something where you can make part-time income, you really don't have to recruit, where that's optional, this is definitely the place to be if you could, get in, plug into the system, and just follow the training. It's a $20 decision. And, a lot of times we spend that on, my car costs more than that to fuel up, so I'm excited. And then I'll also add too, because I've never had any success in any industry. For the most part, I can actually say, my husband has jumped on board. He has his own account where he's, selling on eBay. My daughter, who's 18, she is also doing this business too. She's doing, both sides, the eBay and also building a team over there on Instagram. So I'm just excited about this. It's becoming a family affair, and it's just really changing the lives of so many people. Dreams are just actually being manifested. So it's just amazing, and I'm glad I could share tonight.
That is fabulous. Thank you for your testimony. Sometimes it takes a wake-up call. Sometimes it takes a layoff. Sometimes it takes a simple decision by just clicking that button below that says join now. You do not have to wait until this hangout is over. You can absolutely just click on that button and you can join now. Hearing all this, it takes a decision. It's a $20 decision to join DS Domination. And we are going to move on to our next person. We have Miss Lynn. Lynn, welcome.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
So thank you for coming on, Lynn. And I'm going to turn it over to you. We're just moving right down the list. And so if you would just share a little bit about yourself, how did you get involved with DS Domination, and who invited you here to the Unit of Prosperity? And we're just anxious and waiting to hear your testimony.
Okay, I'm 56 years old. Mother 2, grandma 7, and I was a stay-at-home mom for years. Children left the nest. I had weighed 300 pounds. I had weight loss surgery, lost 150 pounds. This was in 2001, kept it off. Well, then I went out for my first job, and I worked at McDonald's and tried some other venues. Ended up in the hotel circuit, which was my passion. Not so much the hotel itself, but the people I served. That was my passion. It wasn't that paycheck. The paycheck was nothing. However, I developed a disease called fibromyalgia. And after a while, I could not work. I went on disability. I get a whole $193 a month. And this has been going on since 2009. So we did income tax, my husband and I, and he says, you know, he says, you're better than this. Now, I had tried other opportunities before and hadn't made a dime. In fact, I lost hundreds of dollars. But this lady named Kat Cooley was in my Facebook one day, and she put something about copy and paste. And it kind of struck a nerve, and I said, Kat, what's up with this? So she sent me some information and an invitation to this hangout. And I went. So then I said, I like what I see. Send me some more information. So we Skyped and chatted, and I asked her quite a few questions. I'm very inquisitive about that. And I decided to do it. And I started about June 6th. Got my first cha-ching on June 11th, which I missed. My husband got it at 20 after 5 in the morning, but he said, I'm not waking her up, no way. So I got it when I got up. And the first month, I made $851 in sales. I had 10 sales. And I netted $255.
Ooh.
This is the first time I've ever made a profit. And I'm very excited, and I'm going all the way with this.
Thank you, Lynn. So you're saying that you're 56. So what you're saying, it doesn't matter how old you are, you can absolutely do this online business?
Yes, and Sonia, also I didn't add that I am homebound. I cannot drive a car anymore. So
Wow.
this has really helped me out a lot. It's brought my spirits up. I got a little fire in my belly now, and I just want to go for it.
That is so fantastic, and congratulations on your earnings. Of course, we know income may vary. You do have to sign up, you do have to work the business, and of course, as you work it, you're going to see your results. Okay, so we're going to move on. Thank you so much, Lynn. I appreciate you coming on and sharing your story with us. Okay, so I believe next we have Mava online.
Hello,
Hello, Mava. How are you today?
I'm doing great, thank you.
You
Thank you
look
for having
fabulous.
me.
So you are up next. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us how did you get involved with DS Domination, and we're just anxious to hear your testimony.
Okay, great. A little bit about myself. I'm 49 years old. I am completely disabled. I believe I stopped working about 5 years ago. I didn't even know anything about network marketing, but without working and being at home, I spent a lot of time on Facebook. So I did try a couple of things that came my way, but I'm tight when it comes to my money. And if I'm not seeing a return, goodbye. So I didn't make any money with a couple of places, but I didn't keep spending money either. I mean, I even went with the whole gifting thing, which was just crazy. And I'm not quite sure. Because I was on Facebook, I became friends with Rachel, and Rachel always had these real positive posts that were on Facebook, and she's just a real positive person. And I kept seeing that said, I'm ready to help 2 people, copy and paste, and there's no recruitment, and I'm like, okay. So then I saw it again, and I said, let me look at this. And I think before I did it, I believe I sent Rachel a message saying that the only reason that I was looking at her particular advertisement on Facebook was because I had been looking at some of her other posts, and I felt like I could trust her. So I looked at the presentation for DSD. I signed up the exact same day, but I didn't, and that was in, I believe it was January. No, it was December. because everybody was getting ready to shut down for Christmas. So in January is when I actually started. I had listed my first product January 1st. I never heard my first cha-ching. It took me a couple before I actually heard it because I couldn't get the app to work. And my first sale was actually within a matter of 3 days, and it was like a $27 profit. And I was like, whoa, I am on to something here. And long story short, I don't spend as much time as I would like with working DSD. And it is a business. So for anybody that wants to come in and think, that you're going to make money just because you look good, no, you really do have to, you have to work it. It's your business. It's not, nobody's giving you anything. It's something that you have to put time and energy into. And there's some days I have the energy to do some things, and there's other days I don't. But I like the fact that on the days that I don't have the energy, I can still hear cha-chings. And I believe thus far with DS Domination, my total profits have been pretty close to $1,000. And that's been since January. And like I said, I'm not always working the business. Just because physically I can't do it. But there's definitely money to be made. I'm sort of dipping my toe into the shallow part of the affiliate side. And I do have a few people under me on that side. And I'm just looking forward to see where else this is going. I've shared it with a lot of people, and some people want things to be given to them, and they don't understand this is your business. It's not a hobby. If you want to make money, you've definitely got to make it work. And the training is absolutely awesome. I mean, the training, oh my gosh, the training is just off the hook when it comes to learning how to actually run your business, and the support that you get. And I mean, anytime, day or night, you're going to find somebody that's a part of your circle on Facebook or on Instant Messenger or somewhere, if you have a question, if you need a pep talk, whatever. So I'm really thankful for DSD. It's allowed me to pull together some loose ends, like losing a pair of glasses and needing $350 immediately for another pair. And I was able to go ahead and do that, no sweat, because I'd made it in profit. So it definitely works, and it's definitely more than worth $20 a month. And I would tell you, if you don't have $20, borrow $20. Borrow $20. I can't guarantee that you'll make it back in a month, but if you follow everything and follow the training exactly, the following month you'll have that $20 back plus some.
Maeva, that is absolutely fabulous. One thing you said, and I like to listen to people's testimonies, and I like to grab certain powerful pieces that they may speak on. And you said that Rachel is the one that invited you to DS Domination, or you saw a link on, but you said something that I was like, oh my gosh, this team, this business has such integrity. You said that you trusted her. So with just her picture just the post that she was posting, that you trusted her, and so you joined DS Domination. And I can tell everyone that is watching, we do have a business, we do have a group of owners that have integrity. We also have an awesome team, the Unit of Prosperity, that has integrity. And so we are trustable. And you can rest assured that when you join our team, that you're going to get the absolute truth. You're going to get the support that you need. So, Marva, thank you so much for sharing that. And yes, you absolutely have an awesome sponsor. And I am getting ready to introduce her right now, the fabulous Rachel. I got a chance to meet her, and she has such an awesome, sweet spirit about her. I got to meet her in Vegas, and it was such an honor. So, Rachel, I am going to turn the hangout over to you.
Wow, Sonia, thank you very much. Girl, you did an awesome job. Awesome, awesome. And I was truly blessed to be able to meet you in Vegas as well. And I don't know how to follow behind what you just put out, but I'm going to do my very best. First of all, a little bit, what I want to say is I just want to give kudos again, as Sean I mentioned earlier. I want to give kudos to Keisha Bass, Reginald Stinson, our fearless leaders here at DS Domination, Roger Langell, Tesh, and Kevin, and just all the people that have made it possible for us to be able to sit on this panel and give our testimonies, because we know without them that we would not have this opportunity. This is an opportunity in a lifetime, an opportunity that many people wish that they had. You know, I think about me, you know, being online for what, I changed the number the other day. It's down to like 7 years now. Being online for 7 years and struggling, knowing that there was something out here but not knowing what it was. And we finally found that. I finally found that. And my husband, we laugh all the time about, you know, how long it took and how much money I spent chasing that dream, trying to find the right opportunity to program. And it's just an honor to be able to be here today and to be able to say, I have found it. And if you're looking for that opportunity, if you're looking for a place where you don't have to struggle anymore, where you don't have to try to figure things out anymore, you found the place. You don't have to keep looking anymore. All you got to do is click the button, join our team, and we will guarantee you that you will be impressed. And impressed is not even a word good enough as far as I'm concerned about what you will walk into. Joining DS Domination, and particularly the Unit of Prosperity, will change your entire life. Not only will you be in a business, but by joining the Unit of Prosperity, you will be in a family. And those of you who didn't meet up with us in Vegas and wherever else, we'll be having meetings all over the world, so get ready. You know, if you didn't meet us, watch out, because you don't know what you're about to get into, and it's going to be awesome. And the last thing I want to say about, you know, this team is that I've been from one program to the next, never been in a team that made you feel like such a part of a family. And one that does not decide that I'm just only going to edify the people that are on the top. No, we want to start building you up at the bottom. We want to build you up when you first come in so that you will continue to grow. It's not about us making something from you. As you can tell, you don't have to recruit in this business. You just go over to eBay, you learn how, you follow the training, and you go make your money. And if you want to share with other people, you can, but it's your option, and it's just a wonderful thing to be a part of. So with that being said, a little bit about my journey here. It's been amazing. I started back in the end of 2014. I just can't tell enough about. I always tell my testimony, my income. I'm not crazy about telling it, but I'll tell it. And income results vary. Since I've been with DS, I'm probably hitting about $32,000 since I've been here. And in most companies, I think I did maybe like 10 in a whole year. So, this is just awesome. And trust me, I'm not hardly working. I've learned how, if anybody knows me, I'm always trying to give it away. I'm pretty much outsourcing my life, and I need to do that because I have a special needs child. I mean, to really keep up with everything, I can't. So, I mean, we're talking about being women. We're talking about being a mom. And I want to encourage you, if maybe you're on our team, or maybe you're thinking about it and you're saying, Rachel, I don't really think that I can do that because I don't have the time. Well, I'm going to tell you, you can do it. All you got to do is find somebody else and pay them to do the work for you, and you'll still get a profit as long as you follow the training and you do it right. If you have other questions, inbox me and I'll answer them for you to help you with that. So without that further be about me, let me move out of the way. And let me go over to the first person that I'm going to be interviewing tonight, and that is Scarlett Rogers. And this is so exciting because Scarlett and I were just talking about today how we were hanging out on Hangouts just about every day, and we hadn't seen each other. So, Scarlett, it's an honor to be able to interview you first.
Oh, I'm so glad to see you. Thank you.
So tell us, Scarlett, tell us about your story with DS Domination and what it's done for you.
Oh, let me tell you. I've come from a mortgage background, and I sat in a cubicle and pulled my hair out, and so much stress. And my contract ended last August, so I played around on the internet, found a couple of things, and just kind of wasted time until the unemployment was getting ready to run out. And I'll never forget, because I signed up with DSD the week before my unemployment ran out. And I was amazed because within 2 weeks I was doing about $20 a day, which replaced my unemployment check. Since then, I will also say that I had gone back to school to become a life coach. And I realized I was getting more education about being a life coach within DSD than I was what I was paying $300 a month. I met Rachel. Rachel is an amazing woman because she actually isn't my sponsor, but she kind of adopted me and let me be part of a book club that I miss a lot, but because of summer I'm having to take a little bit of a break. But we meet every single day with a great group of women. And so to sum it up, really, when we first, I remember, Rachel, we were doing the book about where we put our intentions in front of us. Do you remember that? We were supposed to write them down every day?
Mm-hmm.
Well, remember we joked about the cruise, and I think my goal was for us to take a cruise. My, extreme goal was that my husband, who's a fireman, doesn't have to teach every single night that he's not on duty. And then I had a couple of other goals. And, God has been so amazing because, the first one was met. Okay, my unemployment check got replaced, so we could eat, and that was always nice. Mm-hmm. But what was amazing is my husband, they stopped his classes for 2 months. And I looked at him about 3 weeks ago and said, wow, I'm looking at this goal and not even realizing that God put me in this position, in this company at this time. And without it, I don't know how we would have survived, but we were surviving without skipping a beat because of DSD, without him teaching at all. And there's so much for this program, and it's $19.99. And if you guys are on this, click join now, because I'm telling you, or get back to whoever brought you here. It has changed our life. What kind of was a joke when my phone cha-chinged with my kids the first time. Now 4th of July, I made $100, and I didn't even get on the computer. And I may get in trouble for this, but the truth is, I list with my husband Netflixing, watching his shows when he's off duty, and I'll sit on the couch and I list my items while we're watching TV together, and I change up my titles, and I know the next day I'll have 5 to 7 sales. And it is amazing. That's just on that part. The affiliate side is a whole nother thing that, definitely growing. And, but like I said, I've coached cheerleading for 20 years, and I am now able to coach high school cheer and recreational cheer, be a stay-at-home mom, and do this business that I love and help change lives. And it would not be possible if it wasn't for DS Domination, if it wasn't for Keisha Bass, who's my grand sponsor, stepping in and talking with me and kind of helping me get focused. So really, click the link below, join, get back with the person who invited you, because even if you just want to part-time money and change your life, this is the place that's going to change your life, because this is a family, and the life coach skills, like I said, I just had a meeting with my parents for that I'm coaching, and it's funny because I'm taking the skills from DS, and we are creating a vision board, and we are taking everything that I'm learning from here onto that well. So I just, wanted to thank everybody, and thank you for letting me be here. But Keisha, you're awesome. You rock. I'll sit out, which is really bad when my husband's on duty, and I have YouTube on the big screen watching Keisha's training while I'm doing listings. So, and Rachel, thank you, and I miss you, and I cannot wait. I'm going to go on this week. She does a great book club that she has just pushed us out there to be way more than what we wanted to be and thought we could be, and just like I couldn't do this hangout right now if I hadn't gotten used to doing that every day with you. I appreciate it. I miss you, and I miss all of the girls.
Well, thank you very much, Scarlett. Thank you for sharing your testimony. Truly inspiring. In many ways, something that you said that really resonated with me was the fact that, your husband has not worked the extra hours, it sounds like.
2 months.
2 months. 2 months. And you haven't missed a beat. And that's an awesome story. And our stories are similar because I'm going through the same thing. I haven't, it's like, I don't feel like cooking. Well, let's go out and eat. It's no problem. We didn't have that before. And I'm sure you're feeling the same way. So definitely thank you for sharing your story, and your story has reignited and inspired me to keep pushing even more, because I'm going to start getting on the couch and start changing my titles on TV. So thank you very much, Scarlett. We miss you, and we're looking forward to seeing you real soon.
Thank you.
Okay, next on the panel is Sharon. Sharon, hey, welcome to the panel. Welcome to the Hangout. How are you tonight?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Awesome, awesome. So glad to have you here. Looking forward to hearing your story about your experience here with DS Domination, the Unit of Prosperity. So let me move out of the way so I can hear what you have to say to us tonight.
Okay, thank you. Well, I started with DS Domination the last Monday in January of this year, and I remember because it was one of the Monday night hangouts, and my sponsor posted something on her Facebook wall about the hangout and learning how to copy and paste on eBay. So I joined the hangout just to be curious to find out more information, and as soon as I heard the testimonies, I knew that it sounded like something that I would be interested in. So I clicked the more information button and spent some time talking with my sponsor on Facebook. And I joined that night, and I had my first sale 9 days later. And I'm so glad that I joined, because I've been able to continue to learn and grow the system, not as quickly as some people. We all learn at our own pace. I tend to be very detail-oriented and had a lot of questions, so I kind of stood in my own way. And for anyone else, just follow the program, follow the training. It's easy to follow. Don't overthink it. Just do exactly what Roger teaches us to do, and the sales just start coming in. 2 weeks after I joined, I continued to see some more sales, so I joined the affiliate program and started sponsoring some people into DS Domination. And then a couple weeks after that, I was completely convinced that this was the right place for me, the right opportunity for me, so I upgraded. DS Domination is a great company. I've been looking for something for several years. When I first graduated college, the first week that I started with the company, my very first company out of college, the same week that they were bringing me in, they were laying people off. So I knew right then that corporate America wasn't going to give me the financial stability that I would need for the long term, and I started immediately looking for something to do on the side or something else that I could do to work from home full time to make money. So after several tries and various different things, I knew that DS Domination was the right thing for me because I tend to be more of a behind-the-scenes person. So working completely from home online is perfect for me. I knew it was the right fit, and I'm glad I joined.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Sharon, for telling your story. You know, one of the things that really excites me that you shared was the fact that after 9 days you made a sale. Do you know that in our industry, it took me like 2 years to make a sale? I'm seriously, when I first came out to make money online, it took 2 years to do that. And for you to do that in 9 days is just like, it's like mind blowing. I mean, where else can you go and make money in 9 days? I can't think of anywhere else online that you can do that. I mean, there's some other programs, but I wouldn't want to be involved in those. And who's to say they're going to work, you know? And then plus, on top of all of that, you got a team that's going to support you. I mean, share a little bit about your experience with our team. Like, really, what have you gotten since you came in here to our team?
Everybody's very encouraging. Everybody's very sincere. A lot of times with other organizations, it would seem like they just needed me to make a quota, or they weren't really interested in my personal growth, I thought sometimes. And I can say that with the Unit of Prosperity, I get a totally different feeling. Everybody wants you to succeed, and they want you to grow as a leader. They give you opportunities to step up and be a leader. Being on this hangout honestly scares me to death, but I'm glad that I was given the opportunity, and I'm glad that I was encouraged to kind of step forward and push myself a little bit farther than what I'm comfortable doing, because it's just going to help me grow as a person and grow as a leader to support my team. So this team is just amazing. I can't say enough about the leadership and the support that you give everyone. Everyone who wants to succeed is given the platform to succeed and the support to do it.
Wow, thank you very much, Sharon. And you know what? I am so proud of you for stepping out here. And guess what? This is just like the beginning for you. I mean, this one, everything else will be like, you'll be like, oh, I'll get on, I'll jump on. You'll be the one that won the race to get on the hangout. So great job, and keep up the great work. I'm so proud of you. We're going to move on to the next person on our panel, and I'm really excited about introducing this person because she loves to send me messages. So she's always sending me messages, and I thought, okay, we need a person to fill in from this panel. I'm going to contact Tina because she always sends me her exciting stories. So Tina, can you please come out, share us a little bit about yourself and your experience here at DS Domination?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hi, my name's Tina. I'm from Seattle, Washington. Been with DSD almost 3 months. One of the best things I've ever found in my life. I've tried other things in my life and, you know, had small successes. Might have made some money there for a while, but then it started dropping off, and I was like, okay, I got to find something that'll work and keep on working. When I first found this, or started watching the posts from my sponsor, and I'd be like, what? eBay? Drop shipping? What is this? And when I seen it, I started asking her a lot of questions. I probably asked more than most people do, but I was like, is this real? And even the first day I watched the video, I was like, is this really real? But I was like excited, and I'm like, I gotta try this. I told my husband. He thought I was crazy. He thought I was totally crazy. He's like, not another thing you're gonna try online. I listed my first item I signed up April 17th. I listed my first item, I think the 18th, had my first sale the 19th of April, and because I had not had the app downloaded yet, of course I didn't hear the ching, but when somebody had told me and I heard the first one, I was like, oh wow, this is cool. My husband heard the first one and he's like, what was that? I'm like, I just made a sale. So now anytime he hears it, he's like, cool. If there's anything I can say that I have learned from this is even the days that maybe, because I'm disabled, that's why I no longer work for anybody else, and there's been days that sometimes I'll be like, okay, I don't feel like doing anything, but I know that I'm still going to probably have a sale, or there's going to be somebody here who is going to encourage me just by something they're going to say or post here that is just like totally inspirational, that I'll be like, okay, I may be having a rough day physically, but mentally, that keeps me going. And I just am so proud and glad to know everybody here. Especially you, Rachel. You've been a big help.
Thank you very much. Tina, can you please mute your line? Thank you very much, Tina. I appreciate you sharing your testimony. I appreciate you coming out at the last minute. I know that was last minute for you. But to be brave enough to do that, you are awesome, awesome, awesome. All of you ladies are just so awesome. And your stories have really inspired me. Actually, I mean, as I was listening to some of your stories, I just wanted just to cry, to think how we have finally found something that has changed our lives in more ways than one. It's given us more time back with our family, with our friends. It's given us a family online. I mean, where do you go and find that at? It's very difficult to find that if you really, really be honest with yourself. Stop and think about it. So someone was nice enough to invite you to this panel because they loved you enough and they cared about you enough so that you could see a change in your life. So go ahead and click the link below that says join our team. It's $19.95 to get started. I mean, and as we often say, you know, there's many people that spend $19.95 on some pizza. You know, I mean, I just went out to eat tonight. I spent $39. I could have not spent it and spent 20 of it to get started and the rest whatever. But anyway, I just really, really, really I love this hangout. I love you ladies that are coming, that have come to join us, and I am looking forward to the next time you come on to hang out with us and to continue to hear your stories. Keep pushing, and for those of you who are listening in, you know, once you get started, get in there, go watch those videos. There's some videos in the back. They won't take that long. There's training in the back there. And then once you get that training, go ahead and put your first listing up. Don't be afraid of the process. It is a process, and you cannot skip a step. You have to go through all the steps. But fear will keep so many of us from taking the next step forward. And once you face your fear, and I forgot who, I think it was Sharon, who said that, you know, I was afraid to do this. But you got to find courage to face those things that you are afraid of. And that's really, really where your strength will come in at. With that being said, come on and join us. We're looking forward to having you on the other side. And tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be hosting another hangout with the Unit of Prosperity. Make sure you set tomorrow's time aside. Come and join us. Get back with the person who invited you here tonight. If you don't get the details through email or wherever, just get back with them and say, hey, I want that link so I can hear some more about your awesome team and the awesome opportunity that you have for people that are looking for a way for financial freedom. Thank you again for coming by, and we look forward to seeing you on the next Hangout.